everybody, and welcome to a very special episode of whatever this show is called. Today I have something very special to open, something that you're not going to see every day. As some of you may have heard, Junji Ito has licensed his IP out to Unbox Industries, which is a toy maker from Japan. He's actually put out some work with them before. They've done a Frankenstein figure of his, which I actually have. Maybe I'll do a video about that some other time. But today we're here to talk about this. This is a series of Junji Ito small, like bust-style figures. So these are very cool. They're about yay high, I believe. And basically there's a series of blind boxes. There's 6 different figures in total. You can buy a blind box for $20 US and you get a random one of these figures out of that box. However, for $70 you can also buy the complete set, which is what I have here. Now, as a collector, I don't like to open things like this. I like to keep things sealed and nice and pristine. However, since I started this channel and I want to give you guys some cool content, I actually ordered a second box that's going to be coming in the second wave so that I can have one that I keep sealed. And I was on the first wave of production for pre-orders, so I've already got one of these. I've actually had it for a few weeks now. And this one I am going to open on camera for you guys so that you can see what's in this. I'll put a link down in the description. Last time I checked, they're still taking orders for their July wave. And even if that sells out, I'm not sure if that's going to be the last wave. There may be other waves where they take pre-orders and then ship out. So you can still get one of these. This is a really good deal, honestly. It's $20 for one of the blind boxes, or it's $70 for all 6 of them, which is a really good deal. I mean, in my currency, it's a little higher. In Canada, I think I paid, I don't know, it's like $100 maybe for the whole thing shipped, which was not a bad deal at all. So like the average cost on these figures is, I don't know, maybe $12, something like that, if you're buying these in the US, which is really good for some nice quality figures by an esteemed figure producing company. So yeah, without rambling on anymore, I'm going to change the camera up here so that you can get a better look of this while I'm opening it up, and we'll see what's inside. And alright, here we are. Hopefully you guys can see that alright. We got a little bit of glare because I'm sitting next to a window, but it's a bright summer day and my curtains are very light, so we're just gonna have to deal with that, but seems to be picking it up alright. So you can get a little look at what figures are in this box here. My understanding is that this is going to contain 6 blind boxes, so they're gonna look like the ones where you don't know what you're gonna get. However, they just sort of guarantee that there is going to be one of each of the different ones. So without further ado, we'll open this up. I'm gonna try not to damage the box because I do plan to keep the packaging and all that. So that should do it, I think. And we'll just get in here. It's really, it feels a lot like opening a box of trading cards. If any of you collect Magic the Gathering or anything like that, it's very similar kind of card stock, similar kind of wrapping. So yeah, that's it. Without the cling film on, you can get a better look at the art without so much of that glare. Very nice looking box, lots of cool art on it. I mean, even just keeping the box is really nice. You could even unfold this and probably put it in a frame, make a cool poster out of it. So we got a bit of tape on here. Try not to wreck this box too much, but might just end up doing that anyway. There we are, and as you can see, this is like a store display box as well, which is kind of cool. Yeah, it's like a cool little store display. You'd be able to like fold these flaps in if you were actually going to use it for that. So let's take a look at one of these boxes. So there's what the blind box itself looks like. It's very cool. It's got this kind of like tearaway art. Shows you a bit of what you can potentially get. Yeah, so I guess we'll just go one at a time and we'll just open these up. So there's no tape on these, they seem to just be glued. So hopefully we can keep them somewhat intact. Not doing the best job, to be honest. And what do we have from the first one? Oh, that's cool. So the first one we've got is the Slug Girl. They come with this little like plinth stand. And it's got like the Japanese name on there for Slug Girl. So it's got this like plastic casing and it's inside a bag inside of that casing. So really good packaging job on these. There we are. Pop her onto her stand here. And there she is. The camera will focus here for us. So as you can see, really, really beautiful, really high quality figure. There's like the shading around the eyes. I mean, the attention to detail is just crazy when you consider these are like, I mean, these are mass produced figures. Someone's, I don't know if they have someone hand painting the details on these or if they've got a machine that does it, but I'm really impressed with the detail on this. Got little antennas on our snaily boy here. So yeah, really cool figure. So that's our first one down. We got the Slug Girl. Going into our next one, we'll see who number 2 will be. It's got this like tear off tab, but I kind of don't want to tear them there. Maybe I should, I don't know. I'm probably doing more damage by not using that. In fact, I'm almost certainly doing more damage. All right, we'll use the tear off tab. That's what it's there for. Ooh, and next up we have Tomier. A very recognizable character. This one's just in a bag, doesn't have the plastic. I'm assuming that's because of the little antenna on the other character. Okay, so we'll get our plinth out. This is Tomier on there. And there she is. Really nice looking figure. To be honest, I wasn't expecting these to look this good. When I saw that they were definitely on the more affordable end compared to some like, you know, higher end collectible figures, I thought these would be like a cheap plastic and like, you know, kind of rough, almost like dollar store kind of quality. But this plastic is actually nice and hard and firm. Don't take that out of context. Yeah, really, really beautiful. So we got 2 down, and we will open the next one. Definitely a lot easier doing it that way. Probably should have just started out doing it that way. It's already open. Ah. So next we have Miss Fuchi, or the fashion model. Let's see her there. Let's free her from her plastic prison. And there she is.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Again, just looks fantastic. It's always hard to tell how they're going to be able to sort of sculpt and paint and adapt characters that are so line heavy in the artwork. Because rendering that as this sort of like 3D shaded figure is pretty tricky. But I would say they've nailed it with these figures. These are beautiful. On to the next one. Next we have the Intersection Pretty Boy from the Love Sickness or Lovesick Dead series. And there we are. Very nice looking. Very impressive detail, as usual. Love Sickness is definitely one of my favorite Junji Ito stories. He just has such a way with atmospheric, bizarre, location-based horror. So here we are now, second last box out of the set.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
And we have the Whispering Woman. This is one I was pretty happy to see was in the set. The usual suspects are here. I mean, it's kind of obvious who Junji Ito's most popular characters are. And when I heard there were 6 figures, I was like, I can't really think of 6 obvious choices. And I'm glad this is one of them, because I wouldn't say this is necessarily one of the most popular Junji Ito stories. I think it is a popular Junji Ito story. But it's really cool to see a character that is less, I guess, iconic than some of these represented in this collection. Part of me kind of hopes they'd do something like this again in the future, where they do 6 even more obscure characters than these. Akiri would have been nice, though, from Uzumaki. And there she is, looking really wacky. Looks just as insane as in the manga. For anyone who has not read Whispering Woman, go check it out. It's really good. So there she is. And we are on to the last box. So we already know who's going to be in here. If you know what the set consists of. If you don't, well, you'll see. But given who's not here, I think it's kind of obvious what character this is going to be. And this is Suici from the various Suici comics. This is only the second one that's been in this plastic enclosure. And in fact, this one is actually a taped shut plastic enclosure. So this is the most securely packaged one of all. And I can kind of see why. He's got a lot of little bits on him here. And there he is. He's got the little nails in his mouth that actually are like sculpted on there. They actually poke out. They're tiny, tiny little things. I'm amazed that they don't break off in production. He's got these little candles on his head. He's got this little hammer. Even the little tie on the back of his head is separate. They put a lot of detail into this one. Out of all of them, I think this is probably the most intricately detailed. So we'll get it to focus here. So there he is. If you're a Suici fan, you're gonna love this figure. And to be perfectly honest, I'm not a Suici fan. I'm not crazy about the Suici comics. I think they're a little goofy. I like the ones where he's older, like his like little funhouse one with his cannibal child. That would have been a cool figure. His weird cannibal child with Miss Fuchi here. That's a terrifying, iconic character. But still cool to have this. Add it to the collection. And there they are. That is all 6 of the figures that come in this collection. So if you buy this this $70 US package, you will guaranteed get every different one. And if you just want to get 1 or 2 and you're not too picky about who you get, if you like all of these and you'd be happy with any of them, then just pick up 1 or 2 of the blind boxes. They're only $20, which is a pretty good deal. Your local bookstore or comic shop might even have some of these stocked. There doesn't seem to have been any real limit to the amount of these that could be purchased. I've seen even photos of, like, I think it was a store in Taiwan or something, had literally every wall of their shop, in their comic shop, just from floor to ceiling, just boxes of these stacked all the way up. Like, they bought, it must have been thousands of boxes of this. It was crazy. So if they can supply that, then I'm sure there's gonna be more of these available for you guys to pick up. So that's it for this unboxing video. I hope you guys found this enjoyable, something a little different. Definitely not always going to be able to see a horror manga related unboxing video of figures and things like that. It's kind of rare that anything even gets licensed out at all. So hope you guys enjoyed this. I've got some other figures and stuff. Some have come in recently, some I'm still waiting on. Not going to be unboxing all of them. I like to keep things boxed, but I've got some more figure videos of horror manga stuff coming up in the future for those of you who like this kind of stuff. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content like this, and if you want to see horror manga reviews and more of like the book type stuff, definitely subscribe. And hit that notification bell if you want to actually see our videos as they come out, as that's the only sure way to make sure you don't miss anything on this channel. So I hope you guys had a good one, and good night, good night, good night, good night, good night, good night.